the confusion at the start of the stream. What I'd like to do now, unless there's any more questions, is go to a meditation, which I'll guide you into now. And hopefully I'll be able to find where the harp music is again, which has temporarily disappeared off my screen. And we'll have some harp music as well towards the end of the meditation. So just want to get yourselves comfortable, whether you're going to sit down or lie down. And simply closing your eyes. Becoming aware of your body. Being open from your heart to the experience of spheres of light. Or just simply spheres. The pure, universal, non-personal state I am. Just allowing your attention to rest on this pure sense I am. And as your attention rests here, just simply know now that this state I am is witnessed or sensed from the deeper essence that is infinite. Silence. Simply allowing your attention now to dissolve into and as this silence. Dissolving, melting, merging into, through, and as this silence. Nothing else matters now. Just simply here. In silence. As silence. All is silence. Resting. In and as this rarefied atmosphere of silence. Here, the true you is. Simply is here now. You've never been anywhere other than here as this silence. Always have you been this. Always will you be this. No effort required. The effortless essence of silence. In silence, this is realized. As silence, this is realized. Here it is. Here you are. Nowhere but here. Nothing you have to do to be this. Nothing you can do. One simply is this. Here you are. Resting. The pure awareness of silence. The very source of peace. Truth. It is here. The true you is this. This is the one you are looking for. This is the one that you already are. No more seeking. No more looking. No more searching. Simply accepting what is here. This awareness. This silence. the eternal, resting here. The ocean of silent awareness. The purest of the pure. Before space, before time, beyond the beyond. Before being. Simply isness. Nothing matters. Just this. This true, non-personal self. Presence. Stillness. infinite. Silence. Here it is. You, the true you. Is this. Here now. So just to bring the meditation to a close, keep your eyes closed and just hopefully enjoy the harp for a few moments. Good. So I thought I'd give you the full track there. So just keeping your attention resting in and as the silence. And I'll just ring the singing bowl to bring this meditation to a close 3 times. Good. So gently opening your eyes whilst knowing that your attention can rest in and as the silence always. No effort required. Just simply resting as silence. So whilst you're all just coming to, just to say once again for those joining later, we definitely had a few technical glitches at the beginning with the transition to the new version of YouTube. Not quite sure what that will mean in terms of the recording, but I'll suss that out later. I think quite a number have made it across to the new stream location. It may have recorded again as stream 26, but we'll see. If there's anybody who wants to ask any questions or share anything, we can do so. So use that opportunity now. Whilst doing that, I'm just going to mention a few things. I'm planning to do the next stream on the 29th of March, which is 2 weeks from now. 29th of March, 2000 hours UK time. And our clocks still haven't gone forward at that time. They don't go forward until the 31st for those in the USA and Canada. So that's the plan for the next stream. And for those of you who haven't seen the last stream, which was stream 26, I did manage to split it into 3 parts, and that's available on the channel, which is the introductory bit about the unseen seer, the admin details of the program, and then the meditation. So you can watch that in 3 parts, and I'm going to split all future streams that way, as well as being able to watch it in full, assuming I can do that with this one, having had the technical difficulties, but it should have recorded, so I should be able to do that. For those of you who haven't seen emails about the program, the latest ones were sent out on Tuesday, March the 12th at around 1700 hours UK time. That's 5 PM UK time, and repeated on the 13th of March at about 18:30 hours UK time. That's 6:30 in the evening. With regard to one-to-ones from the program, I've got 8 allocated, and because of funding, more legacy funding, and some other donations that have come through, I can take another 5. They are principally for people of low or no income. I haven't contacted those of you yet, all that are on that list of 8, but I will do. There's just been rather a lot on. So yeah, there's a few more of those available. I was also going to say, if anybody is feeling challenged to sort of meditate every day, then you can, listening to this stream, you can be sure that that's all coming from mind. So don't listen to those thoughts. Make it your number 1 priority. Half an hour infinite silence meditation. Use the videos that I've provided. One temptation might be to use other meditation tools, and I'm particularly recommending that you don't do that. You stick to the infinite silence meditation. The meditation as itself came from the silence because it's of its directness for the silence. So do use that. If you're not using that, you're doing something else other than this program. Which is, you're likely you can do, but it's not that. So please do use those ones. I've got a number of ideas for future streams in terms of things to do. I've not decided yet, but I might dedicate the next one to what I call the emotional roller coaster. There are some posts on the website about that. So another possibility is Before I Am. We'll see which feels right. So yeah, that's the information I wanted to share. Normally I go through and say hellos, but because of the way things happened tonight, please forgive me for not doing that. I have seen you pop up, and if you've made it from the original stream location to here, congratulations. And if you're watching later, hopefully you'll be fine too. So yeah, a bit peculiar. I've got a feeling I know what happened with the YouTube beta version that's out, but I'll check that later. Anyway, just looking at a few comments here. Where are we? Gratitude from Ashleisha, you're welcome. Peace and light from Christine, peace and light to you. Beautiful meditation from Lois, and powerful and deep gratitude also to you, Leotilda. Pure grace, yes indeed, Charlotte. Lisbeth, namaste to you. Excellent, Lewis. That is great news for you. Feel peaceful. Got a sense of the unknown, nothingness about the body. So just be okay with that. Ashleisha, I know nothing. Dawn, what's Dawn saying? Dawn, the silence, I said, egoic mind is a thought obsessed with itself. Does that speak to the function of it appearing as an energetic contraction in the body-mind? A sort of knottedness. Yeah, I think you could describe it that way, Dawn. So the phrase that I've sort of shared there before, egoic mind is a thought obsessed with itself. It's kind of believing in itself. It's believing in itself as that thought, and then gets completely tied up in knots, so to speak. We've heard that phrase in English, you get tied up in knots. That's essentially what's happening with ego mind. And they're just looping around different thought forms that's becoming deeper and deeper belief systems. And it gets so you could say it's a tighter and tighter knot. but at some point there's always a kind of crack in that, and the percolation comes up, and the question, who am I, emerges. So yeah, I think that's okay, Dawn. That sounds fine to me. So yeah, anything else anybody would like to share or ask? As I say, next stream in 2 weeks' time. Hopefully we'll sort out the technical hitches by then. But I have discovered tonight that I can go back to the old version of YouTube. So I may need to do that for the next stream. But we'll see. Was there anything else I was going to say? Yeah, I think the next session at the monastery is a good bit after that in Manchester. That's on April the 14th. So I will be doing that one. That will be the final one of the current Open Self Realisation program. And by the way, for those of you who've been watching on Facebook, the progress of events here at home, the new Universal Studio with its pyramidal roof, etc., if we're lucky, might be pretty much complete by the end of April. We're on pretty much internal works now, although having said that, the garden is a building site and that's not going to be sorted out until June through August, but the space should be usable probably from sometime in May. It is absolutely amazing, folks. Really beautiful, better than we'd possibly dreamed of. I think the energy in there is going to be phenomenal. So if you can't make it in person, make it in spirit. So yeah, looking forward to sharing that with you. So yeah, Ashley's just saying, yes, it helps me to be less verbal, so happily nothing to say. That's fine. Stay in and ask the silence, folks. You're welcome, Charlotte. You're welcome. In fact, welcome all of you. So I think we're probably done. Keeping your attention rested in and as the silence. Do use that half an hour. Make it your top priority. Infinite silence meditation every day. It will transform you back to you. And you'll remember. Not because what you perceive to be Philip says so, but because you are already this, folks. This is what the realization is about. So I'll leave you with a little bit more of that beautiful harp track. Thank you so much for bearing with it, with the technical issues early on. It was quite entertaining, I can assure you, at this end, trying to figure out what had actually happened. But we found a solution in the end. So yeah, I'll leave you with some harp. Enjoy. And I'm going to stay on the picture because I don't want the harp to come on the other track as well. So I'll just stay here sitting with you whilst it plays. It'll be the same track as before. The track, by the way, is called Seeking, and it's by Tara Cook, the harpist, recorded by her husband Ken Cook, collectively known as Omnisphere. And you can buy their CD. It's called Heart Song for about £10. Tara's on Facebook, you can contact her there. If you're wanting it posted to you, it will obviously be more. And I think they have got one of their tracks on a YouTube channel as well, but just one. So here we go. Seeking comes again. Have a great weekend. Namaste. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for bearing with us. We had good fun at the beginning there. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you here in a couple of weeks. Namaste.